Good morning, Al Ingalls here at pressure-free.com. I'm in a gorgeous place. I'm going to give you a little view of the inn where we're staying. And I'm going to capture the sign. So growing up in New Hampshire, one of my summer jobs was to work at a bank. It's not my father's bank. You can't have nepotism in banking. So do you see the sign? On Golden Pond. I'll get closer. It's a really nice sign. I am on the lake where On Golden Pond was filmed. Busy road here though, so we're going to walk up here. Back in when the film was made, I can't remember what year that was, I worked at the bank where we had all of the accounts of the actors and actresses and the directors and all the film crew for On Golden Pond. So kind of got an inside view of the financial side of making a movie. Basically, you have to set up accounts for all these people while they're on set. There's no internet, so it's the 80s. But one of the things that was so interesting working there at that time and just being in towns, all the little towns around here, and what expectations of behavior, and many of the we're thinking Katharine Hepburn, Henry Fonda, Jane Fonda, people who people really, really thought highly of and respected. And if you talk to the townspeople and the business owners and the workers, they weren't very nice. When around here, people didn't swear in public, and those actors and actresses were swearing like crazy. I mean, it was really... it was something. like why are these people so upset all the time? That's what one of the tellers said at break one time. It's like, why are they so upset all the time? Why are they so unhappy? These are people making millions of dollars. Why are they so unhappy when we're talking about middle of New Hampshire? And so I was thinking about that, and time and priorities. Time, priorities, values. That's what I want to share a little bit about this morning. So one thing that I have noticed is that people who are really settled in their professions, they're not trying to prove anything to anyone. They're very settled. They will give you all the time in the world. For example, I've worked with some of the greatest musicians in the world, in the symphonic world. And I remember how one of them, my husband was taking them to the airport, and he goes, why don't you come on in and have a cup of coffee? So one of the most famous pianists in the world. Plenty of time to take time to be with another human. The great violinist who became a very close friend, Eugene Fodor, he gave me a free violin lesson. He goes, hey, let's just do a lesson together. And just very generous with their time and their energy. And upon reflection of that, what I see is the next level down. I call them the strivers. The ones who want attention will be often the ones that don't have any time for you. I'm too busy. If I hear the words, I'm too busy, tells me a few things. First of all, the priority is they're not interested in talking to me or doing anything with me. They're too busy. They value something other than the connection we might have in that moment. And notice how many times we say it. Now, why do we say those words? I'm too busy. Let's go to there for a moment. I used to say it to my kids. I'd say, oh, I'm too busy right now. What does that mean? Whatever they wanted me to do with them was not a priority in my head in the moment to the thing I was doing. This thing was more important. As I became more and more pressure-free and stopped triggering the stress response, I realized that the stress response impacts how we think and how we feel about our time. So if we're triggered by the stress, or we've triggered the stress response, we can be super frantic. We can be just so, just in that busy mode, right? And we're actually missing out on life. We're not present. We're not with the people we want to be with. We're actually like, I don't know how to say it, but it's like, we're not even there. You can't see very well, you can't hear very well, so someone's talking right to you, and it's just going right over your head. And so a clue that you're not present, a clue that you've triggered the stress response is when you say to yourself, I'm too busy. I don't have enough time. There's not enough time. One of my clients said, we noted, she would say that many, many times a day. I don't have enough time. And so I changed the phrase for her. I go, how about if you, in any given moment, have all the time in the world? So she started saying that. In this moment, I have all the time in the world. And that made a shift. And suddenly, by preventing the release of the stress response, by saying that phrase, she started to open up time for herself. She had plenty of time. She was taking up her time complaining that she didn't have enough time. Apparently, people in North America do that about 20 minutes a day, complain about time and weather about 20 minutes a day, and then they complain they don't have enough time. So noticing the little complaints, noticing, again, the body tensions, noticing if you say those words, I'm too busy. That can be so powerful to untangle what's really going on. And then asking yourself, what's the true priority? So we're going to have some gorgeous breakfast at this inn. And then I'm here because my wonderful Uncle John, has passed away. One of my mother's brothers. My mother had 3 brothers. Now there's 1 left. So we're having an entire day and night of family. We had family yesterday. Just a really, really beautiful time with my family here in New Hampshire. So on that note, I wish you a great, beautiful, pressure-free day.